tamuct. Can you see me? Welcome in, Warriors. Thank you for tuning in. We have another podcast today with the lovely Chastity, and we have Mariah here, our Community Resource Officer. So we're going to dive right into our interview today. As you know, this is the podcast station for everything accommodation. So we're going to answer a lot of the questions that you have. If you guys have additional questions, please feel free to drop them down in the comments, and we'll let you know what the answers are. You can we'll actually follow up with you from our office. So first of all, let me give a proper welcome. Welcome, Mariah.
Hi. Hello.
Welcome into Everything Accommodation. So let's talk about a little bit about what you do. Let's talk to the students about who you are and what you do.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Mariah Ermonfils. I am the Community Resource Coordinator. My role is basically to connect students with resources internally and externally that can support them with their basic needs. So that looks like if students need help with financial assistance, if they need help with housing, or they're having food insecurity, or they're needing help with legal services or medical services, they can reach out to me and I can assist them by finding them resources.
Okay, good to know. I forgot I was supposed to follow with a student about that legal. She was asking for information. Got to get that out. Listen, if you're watching, I'm coming. I promise. So we're going to start today asking, just tell us a little bit more about the resources and the support services that you offer students. What type of resources are you connecting our students to?
Okay, so a part of my role is to go out in the community and find resources. So I have partnered up with several different organizations that can assist students. So one of them is the Community Partners Program. Okay. So that program helps with benefits. So if a student is needing help with applying for WIC or SNAP, we partnered up with Community Partners Program to be able to help the students apply for that and see their process. Yes, and see their progress. Also, we partnered up with Navy Federal.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We partnered up with Goodwill. Goodwill offered tons of free services that you have no idea about. They help not only with clothing, they help with job opportunities, internships.
Wow.
They just partner up with so many different people and places, and they also offer child care assistance. Like, they do so much. So wow. Goodwill is also one of the good organizations that I've partnered with recently.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Goodwill. Mm-hmm. That's one to remember. So listen, guys, I guess you heard it here first. If you're interested, or if you're in need of services, mm-hmm. or you just want to know more about what is out there, I would definitely suggest you plug in with Miss Mariah. Now, can you explain the process for our listeners and for our viewers here about how they access some of these resources?
Okay, yes. So if you're off campus and you're wondering how can you reach me, you can go through the booking website and book an appointment with me, or you can just reach out to me through Teams and we can just chat via Teams.
Mm-hmm. tamuct.edu. tamuct.edu. That's your starting point.
Right.
Go ahead.
You can just type in my name, Mariah.Ermonfils at tamuct, or you can go through community resources
okay.
at tamuct.
Okay.
So that's the step. So you will reach out to me and I'll have you complete an intake form. Now, this intake form is basically to tailor the resources to your specific needs. So I'll ask you questions like, are you military affiliated? Were you an early college student?
Okay.
Or, just
qualifications.
Yes, just to figure out what kind of resources are out there that can give you the extra benefits or the additional resources.
Okay.
Once you complete the intake form, I'll sit down with you or reschedule an appointment, or we can even do it the same day. And then I'll just go and offer you a list of resources within your community that can offer you assistance.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So with that being said, this, ladies and gentlemen, is probably one of the busiest women on campus, okay? Every time she's making relationships, she's traveling here, she's going there, meeting all of these great people, mm-hmm. developing all of these partnerships, trying to make sure that we are able to bring every community resource out there here back on campus to connect our students with. So with all of that going on, can you talk to us about some of the programs you're running here on campus, any workshops you have coming up, or opportunities for students, faculty, and staff members to learn more about what you have?
Yes, ma'am. So we do students expos. sometimes in the fall or in the spring.
Okay.
That's when we bring all these different organizations, over 30 different organizations, to come together and show the students what they have to offer. And most of the services are free.
Okay.
So we do those expos. We also do lunch and learns. We have 2 upcoming lunch and learns. We have one March 11. It's on a Tuesday from 11:30 to 12:30. We are giving free food.
Yeah. Hold on, wait.
So that one will be with a licensed therapist. She's a licensed therapist, a coach, a mentor. Her name is Dr. Jennings, and she'll be talking about balancing, life, work, talking about just empowering everyone, and talking about emotional well-being.
Okay.
And then we have another one with Navy Federal. They'll be talking about financial literacy and budgeting. That lunch and learn will be April 1st on a Tuesday as well, from 11:30 to 12:30.
Okay. Will there be food?
Yes, free
All right.
food. So please take advantage of all these great resources.
All right. So how can students sign up for these lunch and learns?
So there will be a Sign Up Genius email coming out soon.
Okay.
So you guys will be able to do it that way. We're also going to be having our flyers out here shortly. They're going to be in each building, and all you'll have to do is scan the QR code to sign up through Sign Up Genius.
Okay. So please, students, get involved. Take advantage of all these great resources that we have going on. Take advantage of the food.
Yes.
You never know, you might learn something. That's what I did when I was in college. Yes. Everywhere they had free food, I was there, but I learned so much in the process. So it was a great opportunity. All right. So can you talk to us a little bit about the steps that students can take who may be facing things like housing instability or financial instability?
Yes. So, of course, one of the good things you have is me. I'm the resource coordinator.
Right.
So if a student is let's say is having these struggles, they can have schedule an appointment with me. If you don't know, my room is also in the Warrior Hall building, room 110D.
Okay.
You can stop by, and then we can talk about whatever, because every student's situation is different.
Right.
So based off where they are at that point, we can offer resources like there are certain organizations like Family in Crisis, Friends in Crisis. There's She Will. They have emergency shelters for students who are facing homelessness.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's housing authorities like Temple Housing Authorities that helps with low-income housing. If they're looking for financial assistance, they can go to local churches or just different organizations that can help them out. And say if they're just not having it for that moment. There's also resources out there with teaching about financial budgeting. You know, sometimes it could just be they may need help managing their budget.
Right.
So there's tons of resources out there that can assist with, situations with housing and financial assistance. Okay,
well, that is much needed to know. I can say that that is a big issue that people struggle with, right? Yes. It's something that they don't readily like to talk about. So it's good information to know that they have a place where they can come to that they don't have to feel like they have to go through it alone. Right?
For sure.
You walk them through the process.
For sure.
I know we have a lab set up here where students can come and use the computer if you need, access to internet or just, computers in general. And you need somebody to help explain to you because sometimes those applications can get
intimidating.
Yes.
If you're already stressed out and things like that.
Absolutely.
And then we also have the laptop program as well, right?
Oh, yes. Through the library. Yep, through the library. You can rent a laptop. So if you haven't heard about that, go ahead and check into that as well. All right. So can you talk to us a little bit more? And this will probably be the last question for today. So we want to know more about the community partnerships that you've created. So I know from experience and from working with you, of course, that you have brought so many different, community partners, community businesses, organizations. My son actually, after the last community resource fair we had, he actually joined a community mentorship program. Oh, really? Yes, it's going very well. So lots of resources. Can you talk to us about some of the other partnerships that you've made that we may not have talked about already today?
It's a lot.
I know.
It's still a lot to process. I am trying to build, again, I'm still new. This position's still new, so I'm still trying to build up these partnerships.
Right.
So one I did mention is the Community Partners Program. We have the Goodwill. We have my new current one is suicide prevention program. So
very important.
So I'll be figuring out that we're coming together, brainstorming on what other resources or what other ideas we can throw out there to just assist people who are struggling with suicide ideation or who has experienced that through like family situations and stuff like that. So that's one partnership that I'm currently working with and growing in. What else? So many. Navy Federal.
So what about internships? Are internships something that you help students with?
Oh, yes. Internships. Goodwill is always a resource that helps out with internships. I also know CPD also helps out with internships.
Yes, absolutely.
But yes, well, CPD, when they have their fairs, that's actually how I found a lot of other organizations that do internships and things like that. So, yeah, there's tons of...
Are there specific majors that there may be an influx right now or...
I saw, for the most part, the internships I saw, they were more like, right now, science-based internships or like... for the most part, I saw it was science-based, but...
shout out to the science. Yes. Shout out to the science.
But there was also some, I think, criminal justice.
Criminal justice is always hiring. They always have opportunities, lots of great opportunities.
Yeah, a lot of police departments, I know, are hiring.
Yes.
And things like that.
Yes, so, yeah. Absolutely. Okay, well, guys, if you would like to know more, we are here with Miss Mariah Ermonfils, right? She's giving you her contact information. You want to shameless plug one more time before we sign off? Where they can find you, how they can reach you.
Yes, so you guys can find me in the Warrior Hall building, room 110D.
Yes.
My email is my first and last name, mariah.ermonfils@tamuct.edu. You can send me an email. You can shoot me a Teams message. I will definitely answer back. And just feel free to stop by, if anything. And if you're watching from online, just feel free to
drop your questions down in the comments. Yes. We will answer you. We will get back to you. We don't have a choice but to monitor these things. We got a boss. No, I'm just playing. Love you. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you again for being here again with us today to share this wealth of information for our students. TAMUCT, can you see me? We are out.